You know, this year it has been great to be able to connect with various members of our MCNet team. I was able to share some of the new material on finishing well, finishing the race, which we did as a retreat in Dominican Republic, as well as in Tanzania. You know, it seems every year we hear of prominent leaders who have fallen into sin, into failures, and really have discredited the gospel in the process. And we really wanted our team to not have that happen in their case, but to finish the calling and finish what God has called them to do. And so that's really the designs and why we put this material together. You know, our discipleship guides, which were really designed to help new believers become grounded in the faith, continue to be used from Canada to Latin America and in many of our other fields. Of course, our mentoring guide, which we started with over 20 years ago, also continues to be used by mentors as they mentor other Christians in developing and enhancing their leadership capacity. Now, as we mentioned last year, the last remaining tool in kind of our trilogy of the intentional series, you know, the discipleship through intentional, the mentoring through intentionally, and then now we have what we're calling our coaching through intentional relationships. And it's designed to help equip the saints to do the ministry. And our coaching through intentional relationships is the curriculum for our CLI, or Christian Leadership Institute, and it's a competency-based mentorship, kind of as an alternative for existing leaders to the typical BA type of Bible school. This was launched last year in Latin America, and also last fall we introduced it in Ukraine, not knowing that with only a few months later war would break out. And after all the years of ministering in Russia and Ukraine, it has been such a heartache to watch the events unfold in that part of the world. You know, there's challenges for leaders on both sides of the conflict, people we know personally. And it's very difficult, of course, for us to engage now with our Russian team members, and their life has become more difficult also. But of course, the situation in Ukraine is much more existential and really acute, and has been devastating for so many. However, our MCNet coaches, Maxime and Anya, live in the eastern part of Ukraine, in the city of Zaporozhye, which you may have heard on the news, and they continue to serve displaced people through the New Hope Center that they work with. They've also been able to begin renovating a small little guest house that's in the country, a little farther away from the city of Zaporozhye, so it's a little more safer from missile attacks. And they're ready to see this as a retreat center where people can come, and people are already starting to come that need a little time away from the traumas that they've experienced, and have it as a retreat center. So we're excited about what they're doing there, and if you'd like to contribute to that, that would be awesome. We really appreciate your prayers and support for them and for Ukraine. We're hoping to meet up with them again sometime in this next year in another country, and then we hope to get back to Ukraine as soon as possible. It's amazing to see how each one of our coaches and leaders continue to serve under very trying circumstances right now in Ukraine, and knowing that they had the opportunity to leave the country and they decided to stay to serve others around them. Thank you so much for being a partner with us as we provide training to them and to many others and those they serve in Ukraine and Russia, as well as Africa and Latin America.